Hey, welcome to twitch.tv/frankly implausible. I am, as always, your very handsome host, Sean Franklin, and your actual host who's playing the game and streaming the stream is Chris Paul Freeman.
That I am. And just closing down Twitch TV/Frankly Implausible because the sound of the ads just got on the stream.
Well, that seems horrific in some ways. So Chris, I have a quick question for you. And
Okay.
do we have an airship yet? Sorry it took me so long to say that sentence.
That we do.
Hey, great. I can't wait to see it. And also, presumably, immediately crash it.
I've done some tests on the crashing, and well, the mod isn't quite as feature complete as you might hope.
Ah, darn. It can't be destroyed. You
Now,
bought us an indestructible flying monstrosity
it is the worst kind.
that we're going to have to fly around and use to wreak havoc on the countryside, completely secure in the knowledge that no one can defeat us.
I have fiddled with the mods a little. Now, I did completely go with the first random name generated on our character.
Oh, okay, we have a new character, too.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I wanted to try out the archaeologist mod, which promised a new experience being an intelligence character who gets by fast talking and fast running with the occasional bit of
Utterly
fisticuffs.
shocking. Totally distinct from anything we've ever done before. Also does sound right up my alley, so I'm looking forward to seeing what this has to offer.
Alright. So, Tristinak Yomford is currently
Tristinak?
is currently in Gothway Garden. And he's just gonna call in his trusty steed, which should be on its way.
It should be on its... Oh! I see!
Shall we off?
Yeah! That's really cool.
So you just go up to one of the ropes, hit activate, and you climb your way.
And now we're on the deck of this sucker.
That we are.
Oh, cool. That's such a dramatic image. The way it like flies in and hovers above you and drops the ropes down.
Yep. And you just get a nice view of the city. Good old Gothway Garden.
Now, one thing I noticed that there is no balloon.
Nope,
I
there are
thought there was
sails.
going to be a balloon.
Sails are kind of balloons. They're just missing a couple sides. And we'll just get accelerating. Maybe rise up a bit. Crest over that mountain. We can go back down a little. And steer off. Alright, we don't need to keep descending.
Yeah, if you...
We're descending pretty up. And now we're stuck in the ground.
It is on the ground now. And so that doesn't hurt the ship.
Nope. It still has forward thrust going on.
Well, that's good.
It's
in
just
a way.
Not really able to achieve anything with it. Can't jump while I'm on the ship either. Can do this though. So remember where we parked.
So before I could even finish tweeting that we were streaming with the new airship that we got, we did crash the airship.
Well, it's starting to sink into the ground. It still has that forward thrust, and it's still doing something with it.
What? What happens if it just keeps sinking? Oh, we're in uncharted territory here, Chris.
It's not so much an airship anymore, is it?
Well, it's more of a slowly becoming an inside a mountain ship.
It's a hill ship.
This is incredible.
Just plowing in.
This is honestly so much better than if this had gone right. Does it just keep going?
We can't
you
get
can probably
back
get on board
on.
it again now. You can't?
Yeah, it undoes the jump when we get close enough, and you can't get over this railing.
You can't get over
These
that
ships
railing.
are hard to board.
Oh, it's there's no, don't destroy it, don't stop it. We gotta play this out, right?
What I want to do is send down the ropes.
I'm worried. Okay, while I don't want to tell you what to do with your airship that you put in the work to get, I'm worried that setting down the ropes will, like, make the laws of physics... Oh!
The hill...
You got a wood ship! Oh, this is so good! I'm worried that if you... Oh, look, the hill is inside it!
Oh, no.
Oh, Chris, you're gonna be trapped! You're gonna be trapped down here! Do you think it'll come out the other side?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's incredible. Can you be crushed in this game?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I do wonder what would happen if you ended up at the stern of the ship. Oh, too late. We'll never find out.
Bring it,
clever.
Mountain. We have our little backwards view. Some peaceful birds, calm in their dominance of the sky. They know they've won. They know the Hillship has failed to contest their sky domain. Watch it.
Screwed up so bad, and now a hill is eating our ship.
The glacial consumption. Kind of looks like a glacier growing into us.
It's literally the first thing we did.
We're good at this. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's, man, that is actually viscerally terrifying. It's triggering like an ancient, deep-seated part of my brain that thinks that there are floodwaters rushing in.
Well, we can't get out now.
Okay, so this is it.
If we had regrets.
For a character whose name I have already forgotten. You don't even know.
Tristinak Yomford.
Tristinak Yomford is actually a pretty cool name. That's a sick eye patch as well. Oh, I'm kind of scared to ask, but what's gonna happen when you close the window?
The snow will continue to eat us.
Oh, the tree has joined the party. Oh, okay, so I guess what happens is you clip through the deck?
Apparently. If I try and walk forward, that's what happens.
I guess it makes a certain amount of sense that the
it?
deck isn't designed to stop you from going up through the deck because you can't jump or fly, right? Which I guess means this whole thing will slowly push you up through the deck, right?
I don't think... I mean, you're also not supposed to have the ground get higher beneath you, so I don't think it's pushing me up at all. It's just clipping up to my waist.
Oh. So is this going to be one of those situations where you clip through the ground and fall forever?
Could be.
I can't wait to find out what's underneath the ground.
Dare I take a step forward?
I don't... That's up to you.
It'll either push me through the deck or through the ground.
Oh, dealer's choice on this one, bud.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh no!
Ah!
I can't move.
Oh, so what we're going to see right now is that you're going to sail a ship through a hill. We're going to find out what's inside a hill.
I can send it away or tell it to stop.
No, absolutely don't do that.
I can customize the sails too, apparently.
What would that... What could that possibly do?
Well, from this perspective, nothing.
So can you move? You can! Oh, Chris.
I can move within the hills.
Is it my birthday?
Alright, now I think we can get atop the hill if we take the ramp. But why would we do that?
Oh! We broke this game so good!
We're pretty deep in the hill down here.
Yeah, this is, you might start to feel the heat from the Earth's core. Or does Mundus have a core? I'm not super clear on the cosmology of the...
Neither am I.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
just build a little library underground.
I like that the ingredients... No, why is there just a pile of dirt on your menu?
That's just saying, hey, if you want to drop something on the ground, here's a bunch of
Oh,
ground.
that's a picture of the ground.
It's not an accurate picture, considering the ground is up there and is snow.
So...
I want to try customizing the sails.
Here's something I can't help but notice. If you look off the... Next time you look off the bow, I'll point this out. You go ahead and customize the sails. Yeah, the thing I can't help but notice is that I can't see the other side of this hill. Oh, you can change the color of it.
That's what customize means. Okay, this is a bar.
I feel like teal? Teal, maybe? Ooh, midnight blue is looking pretty good, though.
Let's just see what this looks like. Is it enter? Escape? Escape, apparently.
Those just look black.
Uh-oh. We went above
shit!
ground.
Well, now we can never get back on board the ship, unfortunately.
Well, if we send it away, we can resummon it.
No. I want to see if it comes out the other side, and follow-up question, if you can get on it before it gets away.
I mean, this hill is pretty big. It's gonna take a while at the current speeds. Can we speed it up?
Can we make the ship
no.
go through?
Do not go up. Do not go up, ship.
The last thing you should do is go up. Wait, you're going down with it?
Yep.
Wild.
There we go. Back to the way nature intended.
Oh, okay. Now, what do you think of this? We go down yet further until we find a town, and we come up through the streets of the town like the Flying Dutchman.
Alright, we'll have to keep an eye upwards.
I don't know why I said like the Flying Dutchman. That's not something the Flying Dutchman.
Once we stop clipping with the hills, we gain speed.
Yeah, we get absolute freedom of motion. So now what we have is sort of a subterranean ship. Hey, I love how there's clearly something under the world. That, like, giant irregular polygon down there. And the ocean. Oh, I think we're gonna come out the other side.
I'm gonna see if I can catch the polygon.
Oh, look at it. Why is it? Why isn't it just ocean down here?
They don't feel like rendering close ocean.
I guess it's actually possible that the ocean is only a skybox and is never intended to be seen up close.
We just went under a graveyard.
Oh, it's weird. You'd think you'd be able to see a bunch of bodies down here, but nope.
I'm gonna try and steer us towards the graveyard.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, we're moving way too fast. We're clipping with the ground. Why are we moving this fast?
That's a valid question that I can't answer. There it is. Oh,
I thought you were an
can
expert on
see
this mod.
I'm not an expert on anything except how frickin' rad this is.
Alright, we're clipping with the ground again.
You've now hit the ground. Hey, can we not get back out? Oh no, we can't. It's happening very slowly. What's that, a mushroom?
I guess.
I've never noticed those around before.
Alright, there's the oh, that happened again.
Oop.
Is the
We might not be able to get that sucker out this time.
I'm having trouble walking on something. Can I still reach the steering wheel?
That's the real question, isn't it?
Alright, I want to see this from the graveyard's perspective.
Yeah. Yep, that's real good. This reminds me of that scene in Ghostbusters 2 where the Titanic shows up at the dock and it's full of ghosts. A crow caws in the distance, white flowers litter the path. Is that like a cryptic hint or what?
Yeah, they're trying to hint at what might live within this dungeon. From the graveyard's perspective, it's still far off enough that it looks like it's moving real slow.
That's
just
wild.
A couple of sails and a bit of a mast.
Just sort of slowly dragging their way through the countryside.
This is what the dead see of us.
I mean, this right here is why people play Bethesda games, right?
Alright, I don't think I can reach the steering wheel.
Robin's telling me he's still at work. I'm just gonna open up the chat real quick.
Tell him the dirt ship's almost at the graveyard.
Dirt ship is almost at the graveyard. By which I mean we broke Daggerfall. We broke it so good.
Alright, I want to see what the send it away animation looks like with this.
Yeah, actually, no, that's a good point.
We're not getting back in on this thing as it is now. Let's
set
did
this
I
sucker
lose?
free.
Why is the interaction menu not a thing anymore?
There it is.
Alright. Woo!
Oh, of course! It's sort of
Okay then.
Oh, Chris!
That is not what I expected.
That is the best birthday present anyone's ever given me at the almost complete calendar opposite of my birthday. Which is in February, and it's September 27th right now.
7 months. So do we want to check out this graveyard, or do we want to summon an airship to it?
I mean, we're here, right? We may as well see what's cooking. And hell,
Yeah.
maybe if we're super lucky, your airship will be down in this dungeon somewhere.
Oh, I can't summon it within.
That's a shame.
Now, I did disable the graphical mods that we had active in our previous Daggerfall streams.
Oh, cool. So we're going to see some of what regular Daggerfall.
So we have much more of a classical look. And
Yeah,
this
that
bat
looks
is
better.
gonna kill me. My character
That looks
is
better.
no dippest shitist.
Oh, boy. Yep.
I got eaten by a bat.
So what are your skills again? You can speak Latin.
I just appreciate the death animation. I don't think we've ever enjoyed it during our previous sessions. We've died, but we just sort of sped on through. Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, so Tristanek can read hieroglyphs.
Tristanak's primary skills are dodging, etiquette, and running.
Yeah, you know. Just like Indiana Jones. He always knew which fork to use.
Major skills are hand-to-hand, streetwise, and medical. You can patch up them
Okay.
wounds. And minor,
Hand-to-hand uses agility?
and minor skills are a whole bunch of languages.
I see. Okay, the languages make sense. Hand-to-hand is,
Agility.
Sorry,
based, yeah.
I'm just slowly cottoning to the fact that your character's dressed like a 1970s secretary.
Fair enough.
With an unusually plunging neckline, albeit.
Shall we hit up the shops for fashions before we airship
The-
away?
The pencil skirt is a weird look for an Indiana Jones type.
That's true.
I will grant you this, I've never seen a man with the courage to wear both a pencil skirt and an eye patch with 3 facial scars before.
Tristanak's a bold one.
Evidently, and one to eschew traditional gender norms.
Yeah. Admittedly, you can see a lot of men walking around wearing skirts in the Elder Scrolls.
Well, sure, and you know, in ancient Rome...
I think we have different norms. Don't
Oh,
we?
man.
Is your name
They look
Norm?
like a hybrid of the Plasticine people from last time and the weird, dead-eyed people from last time. This is sort of the worst of both worlds, huh?
Well, here's what his face is.
That's okay.
Good old
That one's
Gondas
alright.
there.
He looks like a pretty good guy. Let's talk about the Underking. The Underking.
Alright. Tell me about the Under. That is not what this is.
How does one underk something? You're that evil Tristan Achiomford.
Telling you, I'd be
What?
like, are we
What did
gonna...
you do?
I have a bad reputation with the underclass. This guy's a criminal, obviously.
Okay.
We have a bad reputation. Let's punch our way out of it.
Yeah, that's a good way to
Wait.
handle that.
Wait, I'm not Dip anymore.
Yeah.
I'm also one of the rarest things in Elder Scrolls. A left-handed person.
Oh. Oh, that's why he thinks you're evil. That makes sense.
Yeah, in the entire Elder Scrolls lore, there's only one reference to left-handedness.
Really?
It is a race of elves that were genocided away by the Red Guards.
Well, that's...
They're called the
Cheerful.
left-handed elves. They're generally agreed to have been evil by the Red Guards who wiped them out.
Yeah, if you listen to the people who wipe other people out, usually the people they wiped out were evil, apparently. Or so they claim. I guess I should probably open up the Twitch chat and see if there's anyone in there, like... talking at us.
Well, we can get a shorter skirt.
Ooh. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. We can try things on, right? Gosh darn! That's actually really good! It's a summery look, which is unfortunate, it being the dead of winter. Ooh! That doesn't say archaeologist to me so much as it says Egyptian priest. Or scribe, potentially.
Well, now we have a hood on our cloak.
I mean, that's an all-season look right there. The cloak, it says Dead of Winter. The skirt and neck piece say High Summer
No,
in
they
Egypt.
need to contrast.
Yeah, the contrast is really working. Dang. So, is all clothing unisex then?
Basically,
Can you buy a dress?
like, there's a female graphic for each of these clothes.
Sure.
Like, the female version of the Eodoric, as we might remember from Depest Shatest, included a brassiere.
Okay.
Which is a bit more restrained than I expected from Daggerfall.
Well, it's got some some issues in that department. I do wonder what the male graphic for that ball gown that Dip was wearing would look like, though.
That's true. Some of it might just be male or female exclusive, like... I think, this strap across the chest might be the equivalent of a female dress.
Okay.
Because there isn't a female version of this kind of strap. I so much prefer the Eodoric to that strap, though. We're not doing the strap.
Yeah.
Anything that's like skin tone tan is just a terrible idea, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, why wear clothes that look like you're not wearing clothes? It seems like it defeats its purpose.
That's why I switched from the tan pants I started with to a dress.
Okay.
Alright, well... we got some clothes. We can get an airship again. Huh, it remembers that it's blue from the other save game.
Oh, that's odd.
I think there might be, like, it stores a single color. It doesn't store per save game, it's just in the settings file.
I guess that probably makes sense.
Onward. Where do we want to go? Do we want to go to the big town that all the quests want us to be in? Or do we want to fuss around in a minor country so we can rob banks?
I would love to fly out over that ocean and see if we can find that sea serpent, but,
You know what? Let's set a course. We are currently around here, so heading to Pothigo or Sentinel will send us across the ocean.
okay.
Let's go to the big city of Pothigo, capital of the kingdom of Pothigo, presumably. And our ship will just automatically chart a course for where we set. You don't have to manually steal
Oh, so
like
we can
we
just
did.
hang out.
Yeah. Watch the land go under us.
Obligatory king of the world joke.
Oh,
We all laugh.
passed over the
Pagliacci.
farmstead there.
Oh man, this thing is going up pretty quick, isn't it?
Yeah. It's amazing how fast they go when you don't ram them into a pile of dirt.
Speaking of...
The autopilot that kicks
okay,
in.
alright. Yep.
Like, if you say, I want to go to this specific place, the
Right,
autopilot
it'll just do it
will
for you.
keep an eye on the land for you. I don't know what, like, nature spirit we've trapped in the steering wheel or whatever, but it knows its stuff. That looks like a fairly major city. I'm getting
Yeah, I feel like autopilot is a little bit more of a technological word than something you'd find in the Elder Scrolls setting.
Yeah. There may
More
be,
of a
like,
navigational daemon or something.
a soul gem that we've trapped a Daedra in and are compelling it to move our boat as we please.
That'd do it. The Steer Daedra.
This name is autopilot. That's sort of where where it comes from.
And it's presumably not spelt the way we're thinking. It's like Otto.
Well, his first name is Otto. Yeah.
Right. Which is probably short for something, right?
If this is a Daedra-powered boat, let's make the sails blood red. It's just appropriate, right?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Otto is a masculine German given name and a surname. It originates from the Old High German short form variants Otto, actually, AUDO is a variant of Otto. So, there you go. It's not short for anything. Oh, you know, I keep thinking we're almost at the coast, but what it is just hasn't rendered the next set of mountains yet.
It doesn't like loading in as much terrain at a time as it is sometimes.
Well, it's almost as if this game world wasn't designed to be viewed from 100 feet up.
Right now, we have made it from here to about here. So, we're a decent percentage of the way to the coast.
This is a shockingly big game world.
Yep. Bethesda claims it to be about the size of the British Isles.
I'm kind of willing to accept that. Does that make it bigger than Skyrim, do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Probably less going on in it than there was in Skyrim, but...
Yeah. Like, most of these hills don't have anything. If you rest for a while there, it'll spawn an enemy to attack you, but...
Right.
And vanilla Daggerfall actually wasn't quite as hilly. I do have a mod that makes the terrain slightly more interesting.
Ah, so it's just a lot of flat.
Yeah.
Isn't it fun to watch the way mods interact with each other, though, when you framed into that mountain? Man, that, very flute-heavy flying music is gonna get old.
Yeah.
Does this thing have, like, Bluetooth? Can you...
I mean,
you
I
hook up your
can
phone?
turn off music and hit up something else.
Nah, you don't have to do that. Don't worry too much about it.
Oh, have we hit actual ocean?
Oh, I guess either that or we're back in the death space under the world. I couldn't tell you which.
According to the world map, we're in the Iliac Bay.
Oh, cool.
Now, I have heard some people say that the center of the sea actually isn't rendered as proper ocean, and there may be bugs. So let's venture bravely into the buglands.
Bugs? Good gravy. That would be terrible for our stream. Whatever would we do?
Is that the land over there, or just skybox turning green?
Why would the skybox turn green?
I mean, you can see that hard line over there, right? That could just be the skybox not having enough texture to go all the way to the horizon.
Okay.
And defaulting to the gradient.
Oh, what's that over there? Off to your right. There was like, oh yeah, what is it? Just foam. Oh, it's an island.
Ooh, we're actually almost across the Iliac Bay.
Really?
Now, we're here, and I could have sworn we asked to go here. So...
That map is disproportionate, I would say. Like, the bay is thrice as wide as the country you just crossed, and it's taken us about 30 seconds.
Huh. Maybe that's part of what they were talking about. Maybe it just spawns us at the other side after we hit a certain point.
Oh, you just sort of teleport, eh?
Now, the vanilla game does allow you to buy a regular sea boat, but you don't get active steering the way you do here. It just, anytime you say, I want to go to the boat, you'll despawn from wherever you were and spawn onto a boat model sitting in the middle of a sea.
I see. And then if you do that, are there enemy boats to fight?
Nope.
What happens if you find another airship?
We can try and ram it or something.
Yeah,
I
if
said
we see
airship.
one, let's hit it.
I set airship frequency to high.
Good. That's what you want. Like, what's the point of having a world with airships if you never see one, right?
Right. I see occasional, like, black flecks hurtling past on the screen. They could be birds. We could just be going really fast, though. Also, my monitor's kind of dirty, so that might be an influence.
I haven't seen any of them yet, but that's also possible that your eyes are just keener, or, I mean, you're seeing it without the delay of a stream, so...
Right.
That's probably an element, too.
Are you watching on Discord or Twitch TV/Frankly Implausible with all the
Discord.
cool kids?
Because Discord doesn't have the delay,
Right.
and it's weird if I'm reacting to things that go on in the stream like a full second afterward.
Yeah, we're moving a lot slower than our initial crossing of the bay suggested. Assuming we're moving at all. No, it looks like we're moving. I'm willing to just take the teleports travel option, actually.
Yeah, at this point, like, we're not seeing anything. There's nothing cool on this ocean, right?
Right. Okay, so...
Unfortunately, the sea serpent dream will go unrealized, but...
How do I do that from out here? Do I just jump overboard? Now I'm in the sea. And still moving at stupendous speed, apparently.
What? Hey, Chris, what?
Like, I'm not pressing anything.
How many different ways can we break this game today?
Well, something is graphically happening over there, so
Yeah,
I'll just
what is
point the
that?
camera.
It looks like a cloud having a seizure.
Yeah, the fast travel menu still isn't coming up.
I guess, okay.
In the eyes of High Rock Seacoast, we're a common citizen.
You're healthy. That's good to know.
Okay, we can...
What I'm really hoping is that you'll hit the coast going at this speed. And I cannot wait to see what that looks like. Oh, please. Please hit the coast.
Yeah, we're
Try
not
doing
swimming.
some attacks or whatever.
It
See if anything
thinks we're
happens.
still on this ship. Which...
That's...
I'm gonna try
Well,
and move away from
I'm
it.
seeing those black specks now. Those are definitely birds.
Does it still think we're on the ship? Yes. How
What a
far
delight.
from it do I have to get?
Try going ahead of it rather than to the side of it. Also, hey, does this game have swimming, or what happens to you?
The game does have swimming.
Oh, there's the shadow of it. I wasn't expecting it to have a shadow. Oh, and now it doesn't. Because reality is a nightmare, and what we think is the world was created by demons to terrify us. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of The Good Place, so...
It's alright. We're letting Otto have that ship. He's earned it.
That's Otto's ship now. Oh boy, we're very far away from it, huh?
I don't think Otto wants us to be free of the ship, though.
No, Otto is definitely latched onto us with his malevolent telekinetic powers, and his what I can only describe as supersonically keel-hauling us.
Do you think maybe giving the ship a demonic ruler was a bad idea?
I'm starting to think it might have been, Chris. On the other hand, do you know how else you could describe this? The world's sickest water ski. Jumped out of a moving plane, fell to the sea, tethered in place by a telekinetic bond. Nothing but you and the surf and the incredible shivering cold of the mighty deep.
You cannot rest while on
Cannot
an
rest
airship.
while on an airship, of course.
That's ominous.
Yeah, well,
Otto...
you can't rest when there are enemies nearby, and Otto is a full-on demon, so...
No. Yeah, Otto has us.
Yep, this is it.
There's no salvation for this version of Tristival? Tristanak.
Tristanak, of course. I definitely wasn't going to say Trista... Whoop, okay, alright. So we're doing sort of kung fu kick water skiing.
Take that, Otto.
Free us, you fiend. Oh, he very literally is a fiend. Usually I'm being figurative when I say that.
Now, he could be any kind of Daedra. Maybe he's one of the good ones.
There are good ones? I always forget how the Oblivion situation works. There's fire ones, and... No, that's an Atronak. That's not even a
Well,
Daedra.
Atronachs are types of Daedra.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they just come from the plane of Infernus, which isn't ruled by any of the Daedric princes. So they can
Are
be
you
a bit
only
more
able
laid
to
back
move left and
reasonable.
right relative to the boat?
I mean, I'm moving straight towards it right now.
Right.
This isn't
Oh,
just
look, another
Otto
ship.
leading us in.
Another ship!
I'm just
Hey,
gonna
help!
Do I get back on the ship if I go in its shadow?
No, but it was a good idea.
If I go directly under it, do I respawn on top of it?
This is fucked up. This whole stream has gone wild.
No, we just sort of limboed under. This may be
Where
the
does the
easiest
map show you
limbo.
right now? Sorry, I didn't mean to...
As far as the
interrupt
map's concerned, we're in the middle of a desert.
you. That
we're-
doesn't make any sense.
It's a
Hey,
generous
okay, so
interpretation of where we are.
I can't actually see the crosshairs right now that show you where you are.
We can only see the vertical one.
Yeah,
Which
why
is-
is that?
Presumably because the horizontal one is off map.
Oh, we've gone off the south part of the world.
It could also be off the north part. There's really no way to tell.
I think there's only one thing I can think of to do at this stage.
Load a new save?
Well, that's a last resort, I think. I would much
Right.
rather, like, test the boundaries of the scenario we find ourselves trapped in. And the one way that I can think of to do that is, can you still open the ship menu?
No.
Oh, like, not even the one that lets you dismiss the ship?
Nope.
Oh, that's
I have to be like within interact range of the ship, and that ship has
And we're
sailed.
about 500 feet below that, yeah.
Acknowledge that ship has sailed.
No, that was great. Well, with a pun, my theory has always been that the best way to deliver a pun is to drop it like you're throwing a grenade into a room and then run.
Oh yeah. But
Um,
the audience should receive it.
I see. Okay. Sure. Okay, so for you, you should just keep moving but the rest of us all need to act like we've been hit by the active grenade.
Maybe not like freak out and make a big deal of it, but at least acknowledge my genius.
Is there anything else we can do to break our way out of this locked game, or do we have to reload?
I can try and look up cheat codes.
Okay, I actually like the sound of that.
Let's see. Toggle God mode. Teleport player to object they are looking at.
Yes, yes, yes!
God mode's
We've done it.
recommended, so we'll do that. And teleport.
Or is there like a no clip?
Well, it saved.
Oh, that sucks. Wait, does that mean that we're trapped in boat hell forever?
So now we can teleport to a pixel, teleport to a quest item marker. We can summon a Daedra, kill ourselves.
Ooh, summon a Daedra. Summon a Daedra. I want to see them get left behind.
Alright. No, that's dumb and not summon. We need to have the .vid file name for the Daedra.
Okay.
So I'm
Is that something
gonna,
I
I
can
might
Google
need
for
to
you?
alt-tab and look some stuff up. What's your favorite Daedra, Sean?
I only know Flame Atronac, Storm Atronac, and Ice Atronac. Storm Atronac.
No,
if I had to pick one.
It does say Daedric Prince, so I assume...
Oh, that's worse. I like the one with the staff that turns people into chickens.
Sheogorath.
That's the one. Oh, but there's also the
Classic
one who's
choice.
like has a dog, and the dog is evil in Skyrim or something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Clavicus Vile. The dog's actually the lesser evil.
Both are good. Clavicus Vile and the chicken guy are both good.
Arena 2, sort to the .vid files. Huh.
Huh?
Okay, they aren't stored with file names that... Like, they're just anim and then a number.
Okay, if you copy paste the link into Discord, I'll read off the number for you.
It's not a link, it's just like, there's a file that says anim0000, anim001. I have no idea which number corresponds to which Daedra.
Ooh. So it's just gonna be, are we gonna get a random Daedra?
I think so.
Okadoke.
So let's see. It says file name, so... Let's go with 7's lucky, right?
Sure.
Summon Daedra anim 1237.vid. Okay, it just gives us a list of valid names. That works.
Oh, great.
You said it matched a file name originally, you...
Like 2
silly.
seconds ago, you full-on liar game. Shoggorath.
Couldn't find a quest for Sheorgrith.
Darn it.
Let's try Clavicus.
Hey, Raven.
Hello.
We can't
Welcome
find
to the
Clavicus.
stream. You have a frankly irresponsible amount of background noise.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Okay. I would love it if we could
Are
shoot
you
some of that out.
Are you microwaving your microphone?
So here's the news, Raven. We broke Daggerfall pretty badly. And now we're trying to summon a demon to unbreak it? Question mark. Cool, he's not going to directly react to that,
Alright,
I
I'm
guess.
gonna toggle air control.
Does that make you
So,
fly?
I
I'm
think.
using my headset now, which might be...
It's definitely
Do I
got a
still
less
have a
harsh...
lot of background
I mean,
noise?
you do still have a rushing sound, but it's much less ear-splitting than it was before.
I
No,
see.
that doesn't do anything.
Are you at the climate march?
No, I finished. I'm waiting for the bus to go home.
You've already marched the climate, huh?
Yeah,
Cool.
there are a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, I would imagine
Oh, I've
there
already
were.
ruined this.
Oh, dude, I swore like a while back because I was absolutely transfixed by the nightmare that we did to this game.
Yeah. What kind of what is the actual situation here?
So, we're using a mod. What's going on, Chris?
I decided to play one of the videos.
Okay, cool.
I think that
so
might be an ending.
We're using a mod, Raven, that allows you to summon airships. And we summoned an airship, and literally the first thing we did was crash it into a mountain. Which didn't so much destroy the airship, as intuitive logic would lead you to expect, as it did slowly no-clip it through the ground into the zone below the mountain. Which is an endless ocean with trees flying over it. So we did that, and then when we got out of that situation,
Okay.
we got into the ship again, tried to fly it across the ocean, jumped out of it, fell to the ocean, and are now being dragged along behind the ship in the water. And we're so far off the map that we cannot see our indicator anymore.
So far, what I'm hearing is you describing the plot of Skyrim.
Sure. What?
You know, you become Dragonborn, and then you stand a horse on a diagonal ledge and get off the horse, and end up under the world in an endless journey, flying at 1,000,000 kilometers an hour across the underworld ocean.
That is what's I mean, that is an eerily accurate description of what's currently happening.
Not really a great description of what happens in Skyrim.
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever watched a Skyrim speedrun, that's exactly the plot of...
Okay, so Chris, we can't summon a Daedra.
And I just tried levitating.
Okay, we've tried levitating. That didn't do it.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out how to get out of the ocean and get back up to the ship, which is about 500 feet up, it looks like. Where hopefully we'll be able to activate the controls to send us home.
I've reversed gravity.
No good. Okay, so apparently we're not just in the water, we're stuck in the water.
Right.
Even teleporting didn't work, so that's a bad sign.
And I don't think toggle clipping works in this game.
That sounds like a great sign.
Okay, there's an activate command that I can see there.
Right.
Can you, like, COC teleport somewhere?
No action object found. Yeah, we can. There's a teleport to Pixel. I don't know.
Teleport to Pixel?
I don't know what some accurate I don't know what good pixels are in this. Let's just enter some numbers.
Can you click on it and then tap?
Telepixel, okay.
Yeah, do you think it's like
It'll be from the world map, I bet.
not local.
No.
That makes sense, though.
Well, that's like an unfortunate side effect of this situation.
Okay, help.
Oh,
it's tele 2 pixel.
Ah.
Now, can you, like, in Oblivion, can you target it by clicking on it and then tell it to target?
No.
I think
I know that, like...
Okay, we've successfully confused the game.
Oh, good!
Now we're underground.
We're, floating in an endless sky void beneath a plain full of trees, is how I would describe it. Is that...
Well, now we're able to move.
What?
An endless plain of trees. Can we move upward?
I'm gonna try levitating again.
Can you jump over and over again?
Can you summon the ship to this location?
Nope.
Darn.
Can I use this menu? No.
So have you done any costume changes to
Oh yeah.
pass?
I
Oh, we're not.
actually switched to a more archaeologist-focused character, as if there was a chance anything other than the airship would be featured today.
Okay, what's our new character's name? Who is the new hero of Daggerfall?
Tristanak Yomwick. Tristanak Yomford, sorry.
Yom Ford. That's crucial, Chris. Raven, could you do me a favor and put yourself on push to talk instead of what I think must be a noise threshold situation you got going on there?
Yeah, I can do that. Give me a second.
Thank you. Because sometimes we get, like, your thing lights up like you're talking, but it's just a bus.
Okay, this is
Yeah, I mean,
still not.
there's a lot of background noise.
Yeah.
Teleporting to this pixel was not helpful. Is there just
I
like
mean,
go to ground level?
let me put it this way, there are more things on the screen now than there were before, so that's something. If only you could teleport to altitude. Or, okay, hear me out. Is there a really deep valley somewhere on the map?
This isn't like So this is definitely not a game where you can go like, Todd, could you please get me out of this situation? And the game will like try and.
Oh, we're now underneath a town, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
As far as I know, praying to Todd has never helped anyone. Todd is not a god, despite the similarity of spelling, which, I mean, I can see how some people might make that confusion, but...
It doesn't put us inside the dungeons, unfortunately.
Oh, it just puts us deep below them. Well, this is what it's like to be dead, I guess. Just sort of gazing longingly up at the world of the living, wishing you could once more walk among its peoples and mug them. Or whatever it is that we do.
Have you guys tried quick traveling?
Yes,
Yep.
repeatedly.
Dump, block, add spellbook.
We may just need to reload a save.
I guess. Oh, I'm having so much fun troubleshooting this bad
There's
situation.
ground me.
Yeah, that seems good.
Failed to reposition. Try
Crumbs.
teleport.
Try to, well...
Is there a command just called teleport? It does require us to be looking at an object.
Okay, so pick a house. We were closer below that before. How did we get this much lower? Or
I
is that one
teleported
just
to
on
a
a mountain?
different location.
I see.
Now I'm going back to Daggerfall.
Okay. Now, I would imagine you have to pick the side of a house, not the bottom of it, right?
Oh, that's what I just did.
Huh.
Nothing.
Well,
Can you like cheat to load an instance of a dungeon or something?
I tried that. It put us outside of the dungeon, deep underground.
like right in front of it, but about 500 feet too low. Well, it's been fun looking up at the world through its floor, but I guess it's time to reload. Just sort of an upskirt of a whole city. And that's gross, and I apologize. Thank goodness we didn't get stuck with the only autosave being the one right under the boat.
Now, we're still using our old fashions here.
Oh, that's no good. We gotta fix that. It would be great if you saved the instance right under the boat so that we could reload that and just go for a quick water ski or whatever.
I mean, the autosave mod has us covered.
Oh! It made a splash sound!
Of course, we just entered the water.
I wasn't expecting that.
That's logical, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so do you want to make like a permanent save of this one? Call it water ski?
I don't think autosaves are ever... But sure, just in case. The autosave is only done through a mod. Default Daggerfall does not have any kind of auto or quick saving.
Well, that's... Thank goodness we have that.
Now, we could go back to Dip and grab an airship there.
Quick
Oh.
saving... No, I'm cool. Try it. Let's try out this new dude.
Alright.
I do love his wild fashion sense. Even more than I loved Dip's, I think. You know when you play a game with quick save and it just completely spoils you? And like now you could get through platforming segments by quick saving mid-air and then re-landing a jump that you failed instead of having to start from the beginning again.
Now, we could try a kimono.
Ooh,
That sounds culturally sensitive.
that is overpowering. It's not a kimono at all. It looks like a piece of leather with a belt, basically. That's a bad look. That's the worst look we've had so far. So, Raven, I'm gonna try and describe this look for you, and it's like, like a urine yellow skirt, with a blouse that is cut all the way down to the navel. Also, the man who's wearing these things has jet black hair, an eye patch, several facial scars, and a full beard. So he looks a lot like he's going to like an office party in the 70s.
What's his
That's
haircut?
just a loincloth. His hair color is jet black, his beard color is brown. Those are two different colors, just in case you were wondering.
That's exciting. That sounds like he's like really trying out the post-punk.
Yeah, I mean, to me, he looks more like a leisure... No, leisure suit is a whole other thing. That guy didn't have any ancient Egyptian-looking golden crotch plates at all.
Yeah, I did not memorize where we bought the old outfit from, and I'm
Darn.
regretting that. We can get a Khajiit suit again.
Ooh, that... Okay, now you just look like you came from yoga class. With the blouse, though. Look at it with the blouse. Yeah, there it is.
I'm surprised the armbands and the tunic are mutually exclusive.
You could lead a 1980s aerobics video in that. Now you look like a bad version of Zeus from public access television. Which is a shame, because you already start with the Odin look.
Do we want
Honestly,
go?
I think my favorite one is 1980s Jazzercise aerobics video. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a
It is
powerful look.
I do want to try it with the Eudoric just to see what happens.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Is there a Eudoric here?
Hey buddy, you got any Eudorics? Hey, I noticed that in this version of the game, the bookshelves are not too close together to allow you to pass through. That's bad.
I'll just go with the cloak. Terribly.
Real bad. Yeah, that's no good at all.
We can sell the old skirt. We're never going back.
Oh no. This is it forever now. I'm not even
Can't
sold on
wait
the
to get
cloak,
home
to be
to
honest
see what
with
you're
you.
talking about.
That's it. Ooh, that's a tough call. Is it like... See, what I love about the pink flowy blouse that you had a second ago, that's like lead character of an early 90s anime, but it's the girl's costume from it.
I like how
Whereas
it's
the other one...
that's completely baggy over a
Right.
completely skin-tight catsuit.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's exactly the kind of thing they would pull on, like, I want to say Alita Battle Angel is the pull that I've got.
No, the cloak doesn't add anything to that.
The cloak
vibe.
doesn't. The cloak is nothing for that one. I still think it might be the green plunge-necked blouse, though.
We can also go gray.
No, okay, now you look like Michael Jackson backup dancer. The green one's way better. Yeah, that's it.
And yeah, we're not keeping
every
it.
time I see it, it's fresh.
This is a serious archaeologist.
And he desperately needs you to get those knees up. Just 5 more reps, guys. Ooh! Oh, that's terrible. That's the worst sweater I've ever seen.
It's reversible, though. It's a reversible tunic,
Why is
allegedly.
it reversible? What does that mean in this
I guess it's the
context?
same inside, so you can try and turn it inside out, but it looks the exact same way. This appearance is inescapable. This appearance is eternal.
It's not a tunic. It's so clearly a sweater.
Sweaters
Right? Like-
aren't medievally enough.
Yeah, well, someone's grandma made that sweater, and you're disrespecting it by calling it a tunic. We still haven't beat just got back from my 1980s spin class.
And the sandals add to that more than the boots would.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The sandals are where it's at.
I know someone is selling a Neodoric, though. And it is vital to the Daggerfall
We have
gameplay
got
experience
to
that we look
find
at it.
that crotch plate.
Other people focus on other aspects of Daggerfall, but
But we are shopping for a solid gold loincloth.
those other people are missing out. They don't know the sheer fashion potential of Daggerfall.
I mean, literally the only thing about this stream that matters is that we're having fun enough to make it an interesting experience to watch, so...
Yeah. I like how none of the modders dared touch the clothes of Daggerfall. There were graphical overhauls for so much else.
Well, it's because they knew.
Here it is.
Oh,
This is the appeal.
oh no, you can't have both! Oh, what a terrible choice this is. Let's have a look at the Dwinnen surcoat as well.
That is up there.
It's also very 80s, this thing. Which is a weird choice. Like, it's all vapor. Ooh! That one.
That's something.
I don't know what it is, but it is something.
I don't think it's competing with our other looks, but I'm glad we saw it.
Yeah. That's one that you can bank.
And this is getting rid of everything that's good.
Yeah, that's no good at all. No. I still think it's that turquoise tunic. It's just that it's just so hard to beat that California yoga girl look.
It calls attention the way that so little else does.
Right, and like what's great is that if I cover his face over, I am expecting to find like a 20-something white girl with a Starbucks cup, and then I take it off and it's Odin. It's Odin the Grey. All-Father, Father of Thunder, Odin the Wise, and his ravens, Mimir, and I don't remember the other one.
And yoga. His ravens are actually named Pilates and Yoga.
Hi, Natalie. I guess you're there watching the stream at this point, and I hope that you have had as much fun looking at this outfit. Oh, Chris, show it to me again. Oh, it's so good. Okay, alright, I'll shut up. We can do some actual quests now if you want.
Yeah, let's get to the Archaeologists Guild. This is the Archaeologists Guild.
Closed
And
from 11 to 11.
it's-
Wait, open from 11 to 11.
Let's give it another 3 hours. We're gonna loiter around.
Archaeologists do not get up early, huh?
Nope.
Makes a certain amount of sense. The
They
stuff
have
that
to-
you're digging for isn't going anywhere, right? It's been dead for 1,000
like-
years.
They spend the night handling their artifacts and researching and whatnot.
Yeah, I spent a lot of nights
Not to
handling
mention
my
that,
artifacts.
like, it's probably less hot late than it is during the middle.
Sure, now it is the dead of winter right now, as we walk
Oh,
around in
no.
our yoga pants.
We're not eligible to join the guild.
What? It's the only thing we are.
We
That and a yoga
we need to
instructor.
have studied languages or climbing, lockpicking, and stealth, which are vital archaeologist skills, apparently.
You have so studied languages.
I put them as minor skills, I think, which might not be enough.
Is that
They're
okay,
gonna need
so
to be a
is there way to
certain
upgrade
skill
them?
level. Well,
Do we need
have
to get to a library?
we have to grind them stats.
How do you grind your language stats?
You
You take an immersion course. Let's go to France.
you
for
come
a-
into proximity with enemies that can
speak those things.
yeah, so we can grind orcish by like walking close to an orc and then running away.
Okay, so we're gonna ding dong ditch some orcs and see if that gets our skills up.
Right.
I'm into that. Let's do that.
We're gonna need to find some orcs. That involves getting to dungeons.
Man, I hope I never get like. Remember way back the first week we started streaming Daggerfall that I said I was gonna get the game because it looked fun.
Yeah.
It still looks fun, but I'm never gonna get the game because I don't want the real Daggerfall experience to sully what we've had here.
You there. Hail to thee, enlighten me on the subject of employment.
Oh right, etiquette is your skill. Well met, stranger, is all that guy has to say.
Alright, clicking OK
Well, you know.
doesn't actually say that thing.
Ah.
This,
You are in the Pig and Cat in Gothway Garden.
of course they named this place the Pig and Cat. Would you-
Gondorian mastering. Gondorian mastering the blade. Gondorian mastering rhetoric. Gondorian
Alright,
mastering
Gondorian, you're useless.
the arts of love.
What is Gondor?
His name was Gondorian mastering. And I just was having fun with it.
Are we the
Guys,
kind of
did you
Breton that will
know-
kill for gold? No, we're not dip.
It's your... It's a chestnut year, guys.
It's a chestnut year? Oh yeah, I have
Yeah,
seen a bunch of
chestnuts
chestnuts.
don't happen every single year.
Huh. I didn't realize that. But I have been tripping on a lot of chestnuts recently.
Collect them. You can eat them.
Well, they're black chestnuts, which sort of get grossness all over your hands, so not my favorite kind.
I have the nice chestnuts near my...
So I just kind of stared blankly at Barbin, and she figured that means we're unemployed, and we're likely to
Yeah, that's-
remain so for some time.
Well, okay, well that second part was.
Thanks for the
unwarranted,
vote of confidence, Barbin.
but When someone walks up to me in public and just sort of gazes upon me, I don't typically assume that they have somewhere better to be. That's a pretty good point. I think that's fair.
Well, it's much more effective than actually asking them where work is.
This is a valid and true point.
Work? You ought to find something else to do with your time.
Yeah, you know.
I don't
something
know
more
what you're
productive
implying, Agrain.
than work.
I have 5 chestnuts.
Good. If you get
You should find
another
something more
5,
productive to do with chestnuts.
you can turn them into Orgrimmar in the village of Thunderleaf, and he'll give you a new sash.
Dude, I can't wait to have that sick sash.
We've been staring
gonna
at your
wear it as a
fashions for a
scarf.
while. Can we? Alright, so we can't ask people about... Oh, yeah.
What does a bit of toil and grind mean to you?
Are you... What?
That's what the guy said. I don't know. Or wait, is that what you said, Chris?
I think it's what I said.
Hello,
Let's
what
ask
does
politely.
what do you mean? What does employment mean to you? That's not how you get a job.
Tell me what employment means to you.
I mean, it means having a roof over your head, right? Oh.
Give me quests.
Man, I can see why RPGs all sort of decided that they were going to
Throw quests at your feet.
mark quests a little more clearly at the very least, because this is not the most riveting part of this
I
game.
did turn down a quest earlier on.
See,
You
that
know
was
what?
the mistake.
We might not need a quest.
Let's just go into the wild and punch an orc.
Yeah, let's just call on this
You don't want
airship.
to punch him, you just want to listen to
Alright, Otto.
Yeah, we want to listen to the sounds he makes when he gets punched.
And I remember sailing around, and we saw some dungeons out of the corner of our eye. There's bound to be an orc dungeon somewhere.
Those ropes are
try and
shockingly
miss
well
the one.
animated for a game with these graphics.
Go forward and up. We shall find us a dungeon. Not this much up.
Yeah, unfortunately, the higher up you go, does not help you see any further.
That's
I
a
like
village,
that this
it looks like.
handful of chestnuts is exactly a handful of chestnut.
Well, that is where we get the word hit. Okay, Chris, we're doing it again. Straight into the dirt with the ship. Oh, thank God.
Up we go. Well, there's a ship, and that looks like a dungeon it's flying over.
Oh, we said we were going to ram a ship if we could.
Yeah, we'll see if we can keep it in our sights. That seems a little
It's possible that it
unlikely.
despawns the moment it gets out of view.
I
What happens if you jump off the ship over
think
land? Maybe
You,
we should
die.
save
You
it.
die of fall damage.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I should have known that.
Alright, so we've told the ship to stop, because I thought I saw a dungeon. I don't currently see a dungeon.
I'll show you. I won't show you a dungeon. It's your job to show me a dungeon. That's how this whole stream works.
Ship, turn ye aroundeth. Medieval.
Verily, turn thou to the east, and thereupon thou shalt see the sun for about 7 seconds before it burns your eyes out. So we're going down, huh?
Did I lose it?
The dungeon?
I think so. These won't be marked on our map if they're any good. So we kind of just have to keep an eye. And
Right.
ideally not lose them.
Oh, what's that? Hang on, off to the left. The port. I'm trying to point on my screen, which is unhelpful. I guess it must have been an unusually large tree. Over that hill. Yeah, just a little bit. It's currently visible on screen, and off to the right, it is just a tree. It's just a denser
In the
clump
center
of
there?
trees. Yeah.
I mean, we don't have a better direction to go. We may as well.
Alright. Give it a shot.
Fourth airship.
Got a absurd change in voice quality.
You're a little better.
Oh, no. It's gonna happen in...
Oh, it hasn't happened yet. Okay.
I mean, I'm at my front door.
Great.
Is that anything? No, it's not.
You know, there's a pretty big problem with modeling your airship after an ocean ship, now that I'm looking at it.
The mast?
And it's... Well, ocean ships aren't really designed to give you visibility straight down, because all that's down there is the deep, the kraken, and endless doom in all directions.
It's not like most blimps were great for that.
Well, the gondola under a blimp does allow you to look out, and the windows are angled downward. I would actually argue that blimps are pretty good for looking down from.
Wait, was this? That might be our thing.
Oh, that's the thing. There's something there. That's exciting. What happens if you push send away while you're on the ship?
Nothing.
Oh, okay, that's the best case scenario. Oh, you
Alright.
did impale it on a tree, though, unfortunately.
So, toggling ropes, going
Yep.
down.
There we go.
Huh.
Oop. We're going way, way up for some reason. What? No, 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 no. I want to. We have to play this out. I need to see how far you go.
I think, like, whatever's causing it has no reason to stop.
I know.
I remember toggling gravity in the midst of a whole bunch of stuff that we did to try and get from under the sea. But it
remember
wouldn't
that too.
just be showing up now,
Chris,
right?
it's the toenail of God. Look at it. It's a clipping left by the ancients themselves, and it's getting bigger relative to the. No. No,
I
Chris.
wanted to see where we were.
Okay. I need.
Game
we
saved.
have to. Oh, God. I love that it does that every time something goes really wrong. Can you look up? Okay, it's still
Well,
just the sky.
the
up
sun
there.
is dropping birds or something.
I saw that. It is dropping all kinds of crap. What is that?
The sun is bleeding. That's
Are
what
you
we've
able
done
to
to this
steer at
world.
all?
I've been pressing some movement commands, but none of them have done anything so far.
Look back down, see. Oh, there's two of them. Why are there two?
The
of them?
toenails are reproducing,
This is
but we're leaving them
so
behind.
much better than any actual gameplay ever could be.
You know, I kind of figured the airship mod would be great, and it surpassed that.
It's so much better than I dared to hope.
The modder didn't want this to happen.
Now, do you
But-
think it's possible that those specs are what's forming the toenails that keep showing up down there?
I mean, they're pretty clearly the birds.
They sort of sprinkle down from
Whoa.
the sun.
That
Oh,
bird's moving.
Whoa!
So are we going
like
up and
a
down
rotoscope.
real fast? Is that what I should be inferring from...
Yes, I think that is what's going on with those birds. Zip, 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 zip. Oh, yes, it's so good. Okay, now, you know what you have to do, right? Turn gravity back on.
Alright, I'm pretty sure gravity isn't actually what happened, but
Okay.
we'll find out. Let's see, is it set grav? Yeah, it's set grav. And default is 20,
Oh, you
So-
gotta set it to higher than 20.
4,000.
I mean, we're doing a full-on Carboys, right?
Oh, there was a bit of deviant behavior from those birds for a moment. Something changed for a bit.
Yeah, the birds fell out of the sky. Whoop! There they are. Oh, they're just flying normally now.
Huh. Does that mean we've sort of reached our equilibrium? We have...
Whoop!
Okay then! Maybe it was the gravity.
Oh my God.
Well, you've done good, boat. Be on your way.
Why? But Chris, what?
We were moving really fast down. Not fall damage fast, though.
Try jumping, see what happens. Okay, the gravity has not changed in any way. As
I
far as
did
can
set
tell.
gravity back to normal. Let's set it
Oh,
back
okay.
to 4,000. And now I am pressing jump.
Oh, okay, so you can't jump against this gravity.
Gravity is 200 times more than it normally is.
What if we put it at half of normal? And just go around like it's the moon. Yeah, that's comfortable.
I probably should have memorized what direction the dungeon was from when we landed.
Ooh,
huh?
yeah, that seems like it would have been a good idea. I think it was downhill from where we landed.
I mean, I kind of went uphill, and I can look down this hill now.
You could put gravity real
Oh,
low.
there it is.
And just leap into the sky. Hang on a second. Look to your right a little bit before you continue. There was, no, I was seeing things. Never mind. Carry on. It looks like you
Okay.
do take fall damage from having the gravity be super
Yep.
low, though.
In Morrowind, there is an item called the Scroll of Icarian Flight.
Mm-hmm.
when you use it, your jumping height goes up several hundred times. You do not gain any kind of protection from fall damage.
Oh, I see the issue with that.
The inventor is introduced to you, falling from the sky screaming. He dies when landing, and you can take the scrolls, as well as a journal telling you exactly what those scrolls do, from his body.
That's really great.
If the player chooses to use them, well, the players made their choice.
I mean, it is
You better
a speedrunning
save.
strat.
Oh, hey. How you doing, Raven?
I mean,
There are speed
yeah,
runs that you can use to give you some immunity to fall damage from certain factors that let you use those scrolls to get across the entire continent with no issue.
Raven, were you here in time to see us land back on Earth for some reason? I'm not sure he's with us at all at the moment.
If you weren't, the recordings will be available at Twitch TV also YouTube. Maybe only
It'll be
YouTube.
YouTube. It's probably only YouTube. I might actually start with the Daggerfall series because this has been a really fun streaming series so far. This episode in particular might be the most fun I've ever had streaming.
Well,
yeah, I wasn't watching. Sorry.
That's a shame. You can see it in the recording, yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's a good dungeon. That's not just a graveyard in the middle of nowhere at all.
Nope. Alright, so there are broken potsherds and an open grave.
Well, that's not accurate at all.
Presumably there will be some undead. I don't know what a potsherd enemy is. So I'm gonna save the game. Potsherds.
Potsherds. Yeah, that's it.
We're an archaeologist, so we're friggin' thrilled about this.
Yeah, no, that's literally 80% of your life when you're an archaeologist is look, some
The
potsherds.
Archaeologist Union insists that we can't call ourselves an archaeologist.
But who found all the potsherds now?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, Indiana.
Oh great, a locked door.
It's
Let's
me,
get
Yoga
punching.
Instructor Jones. Who is very clearly not wearing yoga clothes in his kicking
We
animation.
should maybe also be practicing sneaking. Is that alt? It might be alt.
There's a bat.
I have lost fights to bats with this build so far. Here's hoping. The exit's like right there, so I can just sprint, rest, and oh no, 2 bats.
Oh.
Is this the end of
That's it.
Christy Neck?
That's definitely how this ends.
Hello.
It's 2 bats. That's
I
2
have
bats
become
too
the
many.
sound quality man.
Oh, listen to you. Yeah. We're about to lose a fight to 2 bats.
3
so,
bats.
Oh boy.
Are,
Actually, your health's doing okay so far.
are bats the potsherds?
I think being thrown into the sky might have made you invincible because your health isn't going down at all.
I did also toggle God mode as one of the things during the attempt to unwater ski.
That might actually be it.
Yeah, I'm at full health.
I do love the idea that you've seen the boundaries of the world, much like the original Odin, and when you came back, you had gained godlike powers.
And it's way more fun to be able to punch these bats without dying.
Are the bats possibly also on god mode?
Well, I
Nope.
just killed one of them.
Yeah.
I just killed 2 of them.
And that is one of the things
2
about
bats.
gods is that they are
Wahaha.
immortal. So.
Can I climb? Because I think climbing was one of the skills.
Ooh, nice.
Small statue, potion of cure poison, 4 gold.
Holy water!
Now, the Holy Tome was worth 2,500 gold, so that's clearly better than everything else so far. Like a single gold piece, a rare symbol worth 40 gold.
Whenever I play a game like this, where there's a console that you can use to make commands, I will roleplay a character who's secretly all-powerful, but doesn't want anybody to know, and then I only use my console commands in, like, sneaky ways. And that's how I do it.
Like the kill command.
Yeah, but like only when no one else is looking. Or like one time I did a dungeon in Skyrim where I killed a bunch of bandits, and then I got to the end of the dungeon, and there was a blind guy who thought I was one of his friends, the bandits, and I had killed all his friends, and the alternative was to leave this blind guy alone in the middle of nowhere, so I went back through the dungeon resurrecting all of the bandits that I killed.
That sounds like it could make for some good streams.
Yeah.
I wish you could run OBS. I guess
One of
you
these
dictating the godhood from another character's maybe the character's not even aware that occasionally a voice will dictate, now, freeze time and omit this command.
That's cool. It was really challenging to bring all those dudes back because I wasn't really high enough level to successfully walk away without killing them, so I had to just sort of bring them back and then run because they immediately attack you. I guess that's some kind of sense memory that you have when someone kills you. You should probably fight them when you wake back up.
Right. Yeah, I feel like having a God's Pawn series at some point would be a good idea.
That would be fun.
Maybe it'll be Skyrim. Maybe it'll be Daggerfall. We'll have to acquaint. I don't think its console is quite as robust.
I think
Maybe
Skyrim
Morrowind?
might be the pick for this one.
I mean, honestly, Oblivion's good and bad enough.
True, Oblivion would be a good idea too.
I wouldn't mind trying our own version of Touch the Skyrim at some point. Which
Okay.
is an old Polygon series where they try and mod Skyrim to the point where they can no longer recognize that they're playing Skyrim.
One thing we might do is every podcast, every single person will secretly suggest a mod without any knowledge what everyone else is doing.
That's
just
really good.
Have to play whatever comes out of that.
Yes, yes.
You might
yes.
want to do...
Hey, Chris, did you just pass a floating skull?
Oh yeah.
I feel like as a scientist you should be interested in that.
Nah.
Well, the heat from the torch is what's elevating it.
Okay. As we all know, hot air rises, but not until it goes about 3 feet to the right, drops to the floor, and then comes back up again.
The skull is being animated by the flame. The
Okay,
the
sure.
flame is the soul of the skull.
Oh shit, it's Otto, he's back, run! Before you get keel-hauled at 100 miles an hour.
I'm being pulled back.
Oh no! Otto!
Okay, I jumped.
Good.
And Otto.
Free.
Ah.
Ah! Oh, no! We angered him and he came for us in corporeal form.
He had a second skull.
Man, that thing makes the absolute worst noises.
Yeah, Daggerfall skeletons.
That's just terrible.
There are mods for Skyrim to make the skeletons from Skyrim sound like this.
Oh, it's torturous.
Well, I know what my secret mod is. Oh, damn it.
Let the cat. Oh boy.
What do you think screaming without lungs sounds like?
I would have guessed it sounded like nothing, and I am so sad to have been educated on that.
I think I did not focus enough on combat with this builder for this to work.
He's not even reacting.
Luckily, I'm immortal.
Can you get some brass knuckles or something?
I don't currently have a weapon, and I did ban myself from... By the way, Raven, these are the fashions we were raving about. There were some other strong contenders, but I think you'll agree.
Yeah,
This-
that's the look.
This is such an archaeologist.
Those powerful thighs and those obvious birthing hips are a weird combo on Odin.
So,
I mean,
this
I'm a
is
little scared
all
of
of the advantages and disadvantages I took. Long blades and blunt weapons are the ones I can't use.
Cool that you're immune to
Those.
magic, fire, and lightning.
Yep.
Are there spears in this game?
Oh, no, there are not. Only in Morrowind.
Why does nobody use spears in the Elder Scrolls universe?
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like there's some obvious advantages to it as an infantryman, but
Yeah, reach, mass combat tactics. They're not as good in one-on-one, which is kind of the focus of these games.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna call the Skyrim series, where we each suggest a mod. It'll be called Skyrim Streamocracy.
Alright. Now,
How many people
stuff
do we
like
want
the
involved?
unofficial patch and race menu and other things that I consider basic necessities for Skyrim.
Oh,
Those,
sure, yeah.
all
Well, if
right.
we're gonna be ruining Skyrim, we need alternate start.
Oh,
We need
yeah.
what?
Alternate start. It lets you start out not in the wagon.
Oh, I see.
Which could, like, if you can only start in the wagon, you may actually just ruin by not being able to get out of the wagon.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Skyrim was not intended for the kind of frames per second that people have. I think there might
real
be mods that patch it.
The one question that I have is, how are we going to mod Chris's copy of Skyrim so he can play it without him knowing what mods are?
No, I think he's in charge of the, of organizing the modding side. I think
Okay.
that we just, none of the other people know what's going on.
Right.
Ah, yeah, I guess that would have to be how it works, eh? It's a shame because I do like the idea of the player being shocked and disgusted at what they found. But,
Now,
there's some
I
sacrifices
do
that
use
must be
something
made.
called a mod organizer. I guess if you guys zipped up all your mods and renamed any ESPs.
Chris, can we have this conversation somewhere where there's not a skeleton shrieking in your ear the whole time? It's driving me insane. Because, and I need you to understand this, you and the skeleton are exactly the same volume in my ears.
Well, I did take running as a major skill.
Thank God for that.
Which, do we want to try and build someone who's a bit better focused for this archaeologist thing? Because character
Honestly,
creation is something.
I think the way to play this archaeologist that you've made is don't do combat, just run for it.
Right.
Is like sprint, like Dark Souls, sprint your way through the dungeon, never engaging with anyone,
Oh yeah, Lion's
Yeah.
stealing all the treasure you can get.
That was kind of my hope. Maybe I shouldn't have done hand to hand. Okay, where's this map?
Bum, you know,
right.
boulders and whatnot. Can you tell the difference
Yeah.
between places you have and haven't been on that map?
Well, I can tell that this corridor
Oh, okay,
ends
fades into
open
nothing.
in nothing.
Got it.
You have to keep an eye for that. That's really the only indication.
Right.
I think that's a Daggerfall original map. It's not something in... Or like Daggerfall Unity original. I think
Got it.
base game Daggerfall was different.
Run, Chris! Stop fighting the bats. Run for it.
Right.
Actually, this would be more fun with God mode off. I think the
Okay.
running would feel like it had stakes.
Now, I think I might know why we're being kicked out of the Archaeologist Union, and that's because I'm gathering artifacts without, like, taking notes of where they were, or...
Yeah, no, you're not so much.
I'm basically being the kind of archaeologist they had in the 1800s, which is to say a
Right.
terrible archaeologist who ruins
Yeah.
everything.
kind of a grave robber, basically.
And I can't stand around to punch doors if bats are going to be nibbling on me while I do so.
Right. That's tricky.
So locks
I can hear us
actually
going.
matter again.
Which I can see why lockpicking would be an archaeologist skill then.
I have been here.
Are you
Have I been
vulnerable to
down that
picking
thing?
locks?
Well, lockpicking is just a simple press E while looking at the door, and there's a chance you'll succeed.
Oh, good. Okay, great.
So, I'm as vulnerable as it is in that I'm standing still and button mashing E until I succeed.
Yeah, but you're better at it than you are at punching your way through it.
Level up.
Oh, man, yeah.
Speed.
Yup. Based on what we're doing, yeah.
All
and if
speed.
you can put any points into lockpicking, great.
Agility kind of affects lockpicking, I believe.
Weird that speed and agility are two different stats, but okay.
That's true in Oblivion as well.
I mean,
And
it's like
Morrowind.
dexterity, I guess, but think about that room that we just went through with all the dead bats, and the other bats that we just had to run away from, and the thought of like, oh man, these were the days back when I was a god.
Yeah,
I could slay the hell out of those bats.
but now their bites actually hurt, and it's the worst.
I know what mod I'm gonna do for Streamocracy Skyrim.
We are kind of nearing loot capacity, and we're mostly encountering skeletons and bats here. That's not grinding any of our languages.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fair. You can.
This
you can head
dungeon
on out.
may not be worth it.
So what is the
Buy some yoga pants that scoot your butt up a little higher, and that'll be a good use of that loot. Sorry, Raven, I cut you off with my stupid thing about yoga pants.
what is the number of mods that we want to have?
Well, like one
per
per
week?
participant per week.
We might want to
So
have
that's
this.
3 a week.
We might want to have the startup be a bit more exciting than just
Okay.
one.
So what
this-
I figured we'd do is open it up to the Frankly Implausible Twitter, or sorry, Discord group. But we could also send a thing out on Twitter asking for mod recommendations.
No.
Oh yeah, I guess if we have everyone in the Discord group suggest one to one of us,
Yeah, exactly.
I might do the like.
Now, it is important that it be secret from each other, so there's a good chance that they will conflict or make no sense or something.
Yeah. Okay,
Is that,
well that's fair.
Is that a factor that we want?
Well, okay, so I guess everyone has to submit their mod idea to Chris.
Right.
And then once we do that, Chris, you can tell us if it absolutely won't work, or if they will cancel each other out, then let them know that, and then they can submit a different one.
I mean, consider how much fun we've had with the fact that the airship mod here is completely bugged out.
Right. It's not so much bugging that I'm afraid of as I want everyone's hair to look green. I want everyone's hair to look blue, and then it's neither of them.
Right.
Oh yeah, that kind of conflicting is stuff that you're gonna have to deal with normally.
Oh, that's your ship. I thought there was a... I just assumed it was a UFO.
Come on
Yeah.
up. I missed the
Oh
rope.
boy. Oh,
I
that's...
survived. Let's rest.
Wow.
I pacified the
incredible.
archer using my etiquette.
Oh, good.
Alright, time to climb this. Okay, I'm not feeling like jumping at the rope was a
Maybe not the
good way
best
to go
strategy you've
at
ever
it.
employed. I'm actually not totally sure that the interact function works midair.
Alright, I was able to reach that.
Thank
I
goodness.
cannot rest while on the airship, so we may need to find ourselves an inn.
And remember to never interact with the ropes when the airship is touching the ground, or you will get catapulted into the sky.
Alright, so I've told the ship our destination. Otto doesn't seem to care that much. Let's give it a better destination. I think that destination was the castle we were already at.
Sure.
Alright, Otto, send us to this village.
Hey, Raven,
Yeah.
a quick question for you, sort of related to a conversation we had last night. What sound do you think drawbacks tractor beams make?
Now, do we want to give the good listeners at franklyimplausible/twitch.tv/ some more context for this?
First of all, that's not the correct URL.
Before we fill their ears with this discussion, do we want them to be
Yeah, I
keeping
think that
up?
that's fair. Drawback is a superhero who Raven will be playing in an upcoming project of ours, who has the ability to project tractor beams from his hands. Now, the problem with that is he can pull things towards him, and that's pretty much his only power.
Yep.
And so if you shoot a bullet at a man, and his power is to pull it towards him, he just dies a little bit faster.
Well,
Ship.
it kind of depends.
Yeah, we've had a lot of discussions about how those powers can be.
Which reminds me, he can change bullet velocity slightly.
Oh.
Like bullet direction slightly.
Oh, right, because he just holds his hand out far to the right and yanks it a little bit off to the side, right?
Well, it's more that if it's shooting at someone else, he can, for one, yank the barrel, last
Sure.
minute. And also, he can attempt to pull the bullet a bit,
Okay, like pull it away from the person. Yeah, that's. I mean, I think
like
you
to
could.
the side.
It's not. Doesn't
It's not
take that
gonna
much
be a
force to change
big
the course of a
difference.
bullet, right? So
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Now,
I
as
think you could pull it straight to your hand.
now as
But the noise-
archaeologists, how do we feel about just straight up selling all of the artifacts we gathered?
That seems.
Like exactly what you don't want to do. Let's do it.
Oh! This whole time I assumed you were playing as Indiana Jones, basically, because you picked the archaeologist class. What I just realized, looking at everything about your character, from the face to the outfit to the business practices, is that you're playing any villain from any Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, and it all belongs in a museum, and we're
That
not going to
makes
put it
a
in a
lot-
museum.
Yeah, right. There's somewhere out there. There's an actually responsible archaeologist. That's a truly awful sweater.
Why are all the formal tunics? This is considered for a formal occasion, the kind of
Yikes.
tunic you would wear.
Hey, check out that red tunic with the green vest. Oh,
What a vest!
that is a creatively bad vest. It's like it's made out of like cellophane and it's been stretched to breaking point. It's also completely off center.
We're just bad at dressing ourselves. This vest was not built for our kind of build. We took like a child's vest and are
Right.
trying to warp it onto our build.
And it's like noticeably skewed to the right.
Yeah, we
So the
this is
noise.
the same as it was before.
That does look more like an Indiana Jones villain though, with the belt.
True. Do we want to lean into that then?
Can you have the belt and the cuffs?
No.
Darn. What
so
about
the
that weird green
noise
shirt?
That the.
Or sorry, no, the blue one. The blue one with the. That's
Oh.
that's nothing.
Back. Like, tractor beams.
Yeah.
First off, it can't be too obtrusive because it's gonna be
It happens every time he does it.
a
Yeah.
radio noise, right? So I was thinking maybe like a mid-tone hum,
Sure. Yeah. That's sort of what I thought
something
too.
round wavy, maybe with
It
like
has
a
to be-
startup noise.
Like at least a okay, so like a click for when it turns on. It has to have at least a little bit of iconicity to it because it's
You know
gonna
what? Maybe it's got. Maybe it fades from kind of a white noise hiss into a hum.
be okay. Sort of like a.
We can lean
Yeah.
really heavy into the villain look.
Ooh man, that's really evil.
Dude, I like
I
that.
also I liked the gold crescent moons that go all the way down your chest.
Yeah, there's a black vest to the sides of them, and I kind of wish there were.
Can't-
I kind of wish there were other pants so we could have a look at how that works, but
Gosh,
no
that,
one
can you
sells
wear that
pants.
with the cloak? Because that might be a look.
It's like a really stripped down superhero. Or
Oh
supervillain.
man, yeah, you look like Janet Van Dyne's the Wasp trying to blend in Middle Earth.
I think that is better than our V tunic.
Ooh,
Okay,
Ooh, it's
can we
a
get
tough
some-
call.
Can we get some like high hard boots or something?
Let's see what else the store has before we commit. And this store won't buy any of our artifacts.
Oh, that sucks.
What's that purple shirt with a belt on it?
The long shirt?
Yeah,
It's
that's
boring.
nothing special.
You just look like Sheriff of Nottingham. Actually, hang on, put that purple shirt back on for a sec.
Where is it? There it is.
You do look uncannily like the Sheriff of Nottingham,
Is that a
actually.
sash or a scarf?
Oh God, no, Chris,
The white
Chris,
thing.
that, but it's just the
Put on
vest.
the white thing.
Put on the vest. Oh yeah.
I want to know what the white thing is.
Oh,
Beside the teal shirt.
the-
this is a bandage.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
a
I thought
bandage.
that it
It's not
was
clothes.
A sash.
Nope. We can buy it, but then it'll just be sitting in our
Oh,
inventory.
You look like a background character in Zardoz. Oh, that's pretty good too. Okay, that with the cloak and no pants.
I really want to find something to replace those sandals.
That right there is a Conan the Barbarian bad guy.
Which makes it really unfortunate that we're an archaeologist. Our plan is to run around.
Yeah. Oh boy, in the 4th age of the world, Conan the Barbarian faced... Well, to be perfectly honest with you, he kind of looks like he's a stripper in a biker bar.
I kind of just want to start a barbarian game.
Oh, I'm gonna print screen that and tweet it. hang on, I gotta full screen it first. Okay. The only caption I'm gonna put on it is, stuff on today's stream might have gotten a little out of hand.
Oh, I really hope some of the Skyrim mods are gonna be ridiculous fashions, because this is one of the best things we've been doing in Daggerfall.
This is the most fun I've had with the stream.
I don't know, the dirt ship was pretty good too.
I
kind of want to see this. Do you have your screenshot?
Yeah, I do. Oh!
It's a pajama
That's
party.
unspeakable. Why do all the sweaters have that same pattern? Okay, no, this is getting into like weird diaper fetish territory now, actually. I don't like it.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? I really like this look.
I kind of feel like the straps stand out more than the vest.
I like, okay, my personal favorite is vest, tidy whities, cloak.
Alright, yeah, let's go with that.
Oh yeah.
If we find a if we find a better colored cloak, I'm open to it. But...
Yes, for sure.
And once again, probably better footwear would be nice.
Yeah. And do we want to sell our books? Like, we're kind of a nerd, but that's also a lot of money. But then again, we don't need a lot of money for fashion.
Yeah. Well, hang on, I gotta go on mute for a sec.
Alright. Hold on to the books for now.
But yeah, as I was saying, I'm pretty well acquainted with sexy fashion Skyrim.
I don't know if sexy fashion is the one we want, though. Like, that's not what we've been going for in this wholesome Daggerfall fashion trips.
I'm going to avoid, like, explicitly sexual, but...
Well, yeah.
Really? That would be a weird thing to start doing at this point. Have you seen the outfit we're walking around in?
I think I could do worse, Sean.
I mean...
Especially in Skyrim.
Oh boy, twice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go answer the phone.
Okay, so there are another copy of our current shoes.
Toga.
I mean, I don't think that's better.
That's fair.
It's cool, but...
Can we keep the toga for, like, toga parties?
Alright. Yeah. We can definitely afford that. But I do want to be wearing the other. I'm gonna find out, there's the vest.
It's probably like a skirt wrap. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not better than nudity.
Ooh.
No. The one, the Egyptian style. Yeah.
Yeah, that one we've had a fair amount of fun with in the past.
Why does it start, like, above your belly button?
Well, haven't you ever worn a belt like an old person? No. Yeah, I knew it would be. I want to see what else this place has.
Hey, it has a katana.
The red is slightly better in my opinion. And we do have...
Yes, Chris, the red is better. The absolute
Oh, what's that formal
panic
cloak?
I went into trying to unmute myself in time to tell you that.
There was a formal cloak.
Yeah, we can get some fuzz. Oh, we can be wearing both cloaks at once.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
wild.
baby.
Oh no, that's the cloak though. Oh my
Yeah.
god, you look
fuzzy.
like a pimp,
And,
which is not a compliment.
and these shoes are clearly just like bags with a rope closing them around the foot. Like we just put our feet in some sacks. We got gold chain on our vest, a nice fur hood, and sacks on our feet.
I just tweeted that outfit with the caption, "It got worse."
Alright, that cloak was expensive, but it was worth it. Let's sell our old not worth it. Oh, no, we're keeping that. We're not keeping those.
Someone, a friend on Twitter in Terabag has started liking our tweets of this. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get on my Twitter and retweet him.
Oh. It matches.
Ooh. Yep.
God,
Oh, now hang
cloak.
on a second. I would love to take a moment to visit that gold skirt down there. Ugh.
It's a lot higher up.
It's not nearly revealing enough, is it?
No.
No.
Tan is little consolation.
No, that's not better.
A short skirt.
Yeah. Long jacket. So that's something.
Oh, get the sandals that go
Yeah,
all
we
the way
can
up.
wear a short skirt, long jacket, and high sandals.
You look like a character from the background of a Sunday school booklet. Like that's someone who would have showed up. That's one of the Pharisees who showed up to tell Jesus he had to stop preaching. Oh, that's one of the Pharisees who showed up to. Well, we're not going to discuss that.
Alright.
I think that's it. Oh, those sandals. That's the one.
Yeah, as much joy as Sackfoot brought me.
Sackfoot is delightful.
I sackfoot.
But in generally, anything that's your skin tone is a terrible idea. We should
Yeah.
play as like a Redguard or an Argonian so that there's less skin tone stuff going on.
Although
at some
you know
point.
what, I'm looking at the tweet with the white cloak. There's something baller about that white cloak.
I mean, the red just accessorizes with the loincloth and boots so much better. And it's got
Okay.
the exact same baller hood going.
That's fair. Go for it. I
Alright.
just wanted to visit the possibility.
Although I am kind of sad about this cloak covering up your eye patch.
You can still see it. It's sort of... I think it makes the eye patch intriguing. Like, you don't automatically cotton on to it being an eye patch.
That's definitely true.
There's just a black smear on my face.
Anybody ever stop to think about the fact that we are three grown men who have spent the last several hours playing with a paper doll?
I mean, I have spent the last maybe 40 minutes.
I mean,
Okay, fair enough.
the stream is a couple hours in, and we've done some dungeon crawling and airship navigation.
That's true.
That said,
a lot of
pa-
that didn't go good.
Paper dolling was a big feature of all the other Daggerfall streams, too.
Oh, hi there, other person who's joined our stream. How are you finding our fashion discussion so far?
And how are you finding our airship?
Well, yeah, there's several questions about what you're thinking of what you're looking at.
Alright, let's go try and find a dungeon and hope there are orcs. Do we climb these ropes manually? Is that an option?
I mean, you climbed onto this roof somehow. Just climb up the
How?
rest of the house. And then climb up the hull of the ship.
I mean, this lip is kind of hard to deal
Oh, that's
with.
gonna be tough to get around, isn't it?
Yeah, let's just activate the rope.
Is that why they put those on houses, do you think?
Just-
Eaves?
to prevent people from climbing onto the roof? I mean, you tend not to store your valuables on the roof.
It could be to prevent squirrels from climbing up there.
That's
Doesn't
Yeah,
seem
but
to
it's-
work on my
Don't
house.
give a shit.
Yeah. I mean, raccoons don't tend to get on my roof, though. They
Alright,
used to when we had a
let's
tree that made it
head
easy to get up there.
inland.
Yeah. Which is difficult to gauge which way is inland when all directions do show you an ocean no matter what, but...
Well,
My
we have
cat
our compass in the
decided
bottom.
to attack my all the desk things.
So according
Smart
to...
cat.
So, east and a bit of south are mostly inland.
Yeah.
And we're heading east and a bit of north. North is also
That's even more inland. You were entering Stockdale. That sounds like a really boring town.
Yeah.
Well, now we're entering Tunton.
Oh, that sounds like a much worse town. I kind of imagine that Tunton and Stockdale have like a Pawnee-Eagleton rivalry going on.
So what does a dungeon look like?
It's gonna be hard to judge dungeons from this height. I'll bring us down a bit.
Yeah, I mean, a dungeon looks like anything that isn't an endless expanse of trees.
Yeah, most distinctive features kind of stand out. Daggerfall's big, but it's a bit repetitive.
What are the controls for this ship from an in-universe perspective? Obviously, the wheel turns you left and right, but like, oh, did you hit something? Yep.
Maybe the wheel has like a gear on what's linking it to the post, and you can tilt it upwards and
You can
downwards.
tilt up and down. Yeah, that's possible. I guess the alternative would be that you just beg Otto the demon to let you out of the sky, and if he's not feeling charitable, he
That's
throws
true.
you into the sea.
You know, it probably does make more sense for there to be like a bunch of soul gems for you to be touching than a wheel.
Hmm. Are there even soul gems in this game? I haven't seen any.
Ooh, old Bellad... Is that a dungeon?
That sounds like a quest-related location.
Well, we don't see anything on the map. Oh, we're already several pixels away from... We're 2 to the right and 1 up from that message we got.
Teleport to it.
And that looks more like a town than a dungeon.
Oh, okay, well, screw that.
Nope, I already told Otto to go for it.
Oh, good. What it is, it's not a town, it's a hovel. Not super clear on what the difference is between a
Whoops.
hovel and a shack, but we're gonna find out together.
Oh, this actually might be a dungeon.
Hooray!
Ooh, airship. There's no way we're gonna be able to reach it.
Is Belladonna the one that's the same thing as Wolfsbane?
I think Belladonna is the name for Nightshade.
That's the one. So, I'm expecting a scary bog witch. Oh, there's a tree inside the bridge of the ship. What is it? It's not a bridge, it's like the captain's quarters? What is that part?
It's only inside from some angles, I'd bet. Like, the billboarding can be kind of nuts.
Hey, Chris.
No, I can't coax it in.
How do you get out of the boat without getting launched into the stratosphere?
Well, I can try to put down ropes, which
Let's
is what
do
launched
that.
us into the stratosphere last time.
I
can
kind
also
of want to
just-
see if it happens again.
I can also just walk.
Oh,
off of
cool,
it.
this is happening. It's this again? Awesome!
Does the game recognize that we're off of the airship? It does. Alright, airship. Thank
Let's
you
try
for
sending it away again.
thank you for your service.
Yep, yeah, it does. It sinks right back into the dirt again.
Alright. Let's go be a terrible archaeologist.
What happens if you summon it now? Does it come out of the ground?
It stops the music.
stopped. Yeah, I guess it was pretty serious.
And the music comes back as the ship decides,
Well, that's...
Oh.
That's insane! Oh no! It's back for its revenge! It doesn't seem to be taking revenge.
Go
Revenge of
away.
the ship.
Alright, Belladonna Hovel.
We're gonna learn what you've got to teach us.
So we didn't actually spot it, we were just told we passed it, and then it was on our mini-map. That might actually be more efficient.
That's not a hovel at all. It's just a bungalow.
Now, how much do you bet
We
that
here, welcome. This isn't a dungeon.
Nor does that guy look like someone I'd call Old Belladonna.
He's
And he's not. He's
a
Albie Weir
Labaware
Hawkford. Shut up, Albie.
What is your life?
What is going on here?
Where am I? We're in residence. Any news?
We're in residence in Old... What does that mean?
Let's be polite. This is a powerful man. I'm getting that feel.
Hang on a second. Don't continue the conversation. I need to read that message to you out loud and see if you can find the problem with it.
Okay.
Mixers of RK and archaeologist repairers hate each other. I wouldn't be surprised if someone didn't end up dead because of it. So he would be surprised if...
Is it the double negative?
No, he just wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised.
Like, that's a common
somebody-
colloquial usage.
I would
he
no.
just
I'd be surprised if somebody didn't end up dead over it. Means I expect someone to die. I wouldn't be surprised if someone didn't end up dead. Means
You can
don't expect someone
you
to die.
can infer from tone and context what they do mean.
I can't infer from
Let's
tone
not-
because it's plain text.
Well, so what it actually is that this person would not be surprised if neither of those groups are willing to kill other people because they both seem like peaceful people.
I'm still so confused. I've had real trouble resolving double negatives in my head recently, and I'm more confused than ever.
I mean, double negatives are colloquially used as negatives.
There's nothing here.
You just have to
Can
be
we
able to
wait
tell
until
whether you're in
spring?
like a formal essay structure or a common conversation kind of thing.
Will this
Right.
game allow you to wait until spring?
I mean, we can just stand here and loiter for 3 hours at a time until it's spring.
Oh,
It'll suck so much to do that.
won't,
there a
won't
cheat
you
command?
die?
No, the food isn't necessary, and enemies only spawn if you're resting, as far as I can
Okay.
tell. I don't know, maybe
Well-
they can spawn if you loiter.
I can't think of any reason we
Is there a-
shouldn't
Is
loiter
there
here
a
till
cheat
spring.
command? Like set date or something?
No. And in fact, let's try loitering for 4 hours. Oh. Oh, I think I might have done wait for a while. Because you're actually not allowed to loiter for more than 3. We got away with resting till night.
Nice.
Old Belladonna's hovel, so... I hope that guy enjoys his life out here, next to those chunks of wall.
Like, he wouldn't even explain to us what he was doing here.
Nope. I asked him where we were, and he just says residence. This is a place people can live. Why they would ever choose to. He's up to something.
Oh, by the way, shops reset when you enter the ship, so we can probably shop fashion forever.
I don't think that's true of the airship from the mod. Is it? Have you looked at the mod page? That may be true of
I did
the
not.
default Daggerfall water boat. But this is
The default Daggerfall water boat.
a very different thing mechanically. Let's see. Now we're entering the singing seer of Zenithar. That'll be a temple. Everyone knows Zenithar's a god, right?
Man, playing Ocarina of Time has taught me, and I've played it so much in my life, has taught me that temple is another word for dungeon. So, when you said that'll be a temple, I thought, oh, exciting.
Oh,
Oh, straight into that hillside, yep.
friggin' tree.
Tree inside the main mast.
Is it visible from down here?
So you know what I was thinking was that we might be getting close to the end of this stream.
We've kind of milked what the airships are worth.
Yeah, so maybe we just sort of slowly drive this ship through the ground, and then that'll be it.
Standing on the prow, The ground's a bit off, innit?
It is happening though.
What?
You're moving.
Get a good view. We're
Oh, you're
more
stuck in the
on
tree.
the tree than... I wouldn't have thought the trees had collision like that.
I'm surprised by it too. Well, we got our boat stuck in a tree, and I think that's it this week on Frankly Implausible. Wait, hang on. The show is called Frankly Unstreamable. The website is twitch.tv/Frankly Implausible. Join us next week when we're going to start doing that Skyrim thing that we said, which specifically
Okay,
is
I've got lots of research to do.
we're going to do stream democracy on what mods to add, that Chris is going to add to Skyrim, and then we're all going to be shocked and appalled when we find out what everyone else got modded in there.
Do you mind if I do mine as a zip with no ESP
Chris
names?
won't know either?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. And do we want to say that they can email a mod in?
Yeah, absolutely. The
All
two
right.
people who are currently watching this stream are more than welcome to submit us mods. I think the
If-
best way to do that would
if
be
you're-
through our Twitter.
If you're
Which is
following on if you're following on Twitter, YouTube, or Twitch TV/Frankly Implausible itself, feel free to send in a Skyrim mod you feel should be featured. And we should
fact, if you wanna
probably
type one in right
decide
now.
whether we're going to be doing Skyrim Special Edition or Skyrim Legendary Edition.
I don't know what the difference is between those.
Skyrim Special Edition is the newer version that can run on 64-bit computers and has a few more features, but some of the older mods haven't been ported over.
Okay, well, I think we go for the one that has more mods, right?
Alright, so Skyrim Legendary Edition it is. Keep that in
Right.
mind when you're pitching your mod suggestions, too.
And to give you our Twitter handle, @ZeroPlausibility. That's the best place to get us a suggestion. I don't check Twitch throughout the week. I check Twitter throughout the week.
So I have 1 week
I want to be inside
up.
as we sync.
with
Yeah.
a small collection of mods. At most, what do you think our first collection should be?
Now, do we think we want to have more than one mod for the first week, just so we have a bit more to get off the ground at?
Yeah, maybe like
Yeah.
up to 3 per person.
Okay,
Plus
so I
whatever
need to
ones
come up
people
with
tweet at us.
3 mods that aren't alternate start. That'll really mess with this game.
Yeah, like, and make them, like, there are lots
I-
of mechanical mods and ones that will
I-
make it
I'm
better
assuming
game.
that we're doing the unofficial patches, alternate start, race menu. Those are just
Yeah,
givens.
please do. Those things are kind of central.
And there will be, like, FNIS and...
Well, this is how we die.
Oh, are
It
you?
slowly claims us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, buddy, this isn't even the first time we've done this. This stream.
Yeah.
It does, I will admit, as I said the first time, Raven, doesn't it just sort of trigger like a deep-seated survival instinct in you?
This makes me very upset.
Yeah, it's very frightening, actually. There's a part of the human body that says, a flood is coming and I'm going to die. And that part of me is going wild.
Well, I just walked up the hill to the next level.
Cool. Sort of slowly postponing and drawing
Yeah,
out
we're escaping.
the agony.
There's fresh air up here.
Is there...
Fresher than down there. Like, down there is
Oh, boy.
completely full. You can tell because this corner's...
Right, it's just dirt down there now.
Uh-oh. I don't think I'm going to walk through the ceiling on this one, though.
No, because
This-
that would put you on the deck, wouldn't it?
This is just the fate of this
Oh.
character.
Oh,
The shadow falls over the snow.
oh, okay, and it's immediately fun.
Oop.
Oh, no, it's worse. It got worse somehow.
I
Oh,
moved.
that's really terrifying, actually. That's like the last moments before you drown.
Thank you for joining us on the last moments before we drowned.
Chris, go look out at the darkness beneath.
We'll have
No,
to-
like from the ship, from the bridge of the ship.
Yeah. Hopefully the entire thing's... No, like, we can see the sky here. We'll be exiting the hill at one point.
Oh no,
if
you
we
can
do
always
this.
see the sky when you're underground.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
see?
right, okay. Good call.
I do
There's-
kind of want to see if it comes out the other side of the map.
I don't seem... I mean, There's a lot of land up there.
Is this thing even moving? Pardon me.
According to that tree, we are.
Okay. Oh, right. You can go faster when you're underground, though, right?
Yeah, maybe we can drop down.
Ooh. Let's see if we can fall out the bottom of the world. That's something we haven't tried yet.
I don't know what the third number there is. Maybe it's some kind of strafing.
Yaw.
I really doubt you can rotate this ship. It's probably about strafing.
Probably.
Oh, and we ripped
Down
free
we
of the
go.
hull.
Why did that start so suddenly?
It's just so simple. Are we currently intersecting with any line of the ground? Yes or no?
I see.
And the second that switches to no...
Oh, this is surreal. It's so much weirder at night. It feels like we're... Wait, was there a big red flash? Oh, no, that was the sail.
Are we the Underking now?
I guess. Whatever that is.
The Underking was one of the factions we could ask about. And
Look
if we
off
ever
the
did
edge.
get, like, involved with the Daggerfall plot we were supposed to, we'd find out more about him.
Oh, it's like we've descended into the firmament.
I'm so glad it happened to be nighttime when we did this.
What a magical ending to a stream this has become.
And on that note, I think we're good to call it.
I think that's it, yep.
Join us
Thank you so much
next
for
week.
joining us.
Bye-bye.